at Illinois, does that make it easier for you to get your players' attention this week, you think?
That's what I was alluding to, the fine line, and just the way college football is. And, you know, I mean, two teams in the Super Bowl last year. You know, one's doing pretty well, although they lost the other day. But I think Carolina's won one game. I think, you know, since that time. Same thing in college football. So I think anybody plays or competes in college football needs to understand every week's a new week. We've already experienced that, you know, and favorites, point spreads, all that stuff. And I got no idea, like, you know, what it is for this game. But I just know this, you know, those are good for people that aren't competing. What our guys need to understand is, you know, we need to be ready to play. I mean, we haven't really done anything yet. So, you know, if we want to be a good football team, we got to push forward here.
How did your offensive line reshuffle? How did they grade out, and what was your level of anxiety going into that game with those changes?
Not major. I think, you know, the biggest change was really Ike going to guard. He hasn't done that very much. He's done some of it in practice, and we try to, if players are capable of being versatile, then we'll try to give them some work at that. But the way we started to tackle, both those tackles started coincidentally in the Minnesota game a year ago. That was late in November. But, you know, we played 3 tackles last year, so. And it wasn't solely about that. It was just trying to get guys, I think, where they might be a little bit more comfortable and maybe had a little better cohesion. The whole group had better cohesion. So it was hardly a finished product, but I think we made strides the other day, and you know, we'll just have to keep pushing forward. But I'm encouraged.
Do the defensive tackles kind of drive the run defense when it plays like it did against Minnesota last week?
Well, you know, it's good to be strong up the middle. You know, I think we've always believed that in football, like baseball. You know, so when you're talking about your center position, your quarterback position, certainly the defensive tackles and the linebacker, the safeties. I think a lot of ways, at least the way we're built and the way we like to play, I think it's a pretty good parallel. It's good to be strong up the middle. And, you know, those guys are big physical guys in Minnesota. They run the ball very well, and they'll run the ball well this year. They're a good group of players. But our guys certainly, you know, played better than we had in the previous games, and that's encouraging.